Okay, so West Coast swing, here we are on the West Coast. So what makes West Coast swing unique is that it takes place in a slot. So there's none of the circularity that you see in East Coast swing or in Lindy Hop or in Jitterbug. It's extremely linear. It's gotten a little bit more loose, but generally it was done so that there could be a lot of people in one space and not run into each other. So you want to think of being in the slot. And generally, the leader starts the motion and then gets out of the way and the follower travels down the slot. So here's an example. The leader's part of just a basic side pass, which will be the left side pass because that's the easier one. So the most important thing is as I start, I will step back and that has the follower going forward. So it's not like East Coast swing. I step back, she steps forward, I step back out of the way, then I triple step as she goes back, and then I anchor step, like the anchor of a boat. So the way this is set up, instead of with East Coast where we rock step and that sets up our energy, what happens here is we anchor, that sets up our energy away from each other, and then as the leader steps back, the follower steps forward, and that's what creates the energy. So let me show that again. I'm stepping back, 1, 2, triple step, anchor step. And on the anchor step, we step apart from each other. Again, leader's part of the side pass, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. And then as I would step back again, I would set up my next thing. So that's a left side pass. You can also do a right side pass. 1, 2, she passes on my right, triple step. Now we'll do the underarm turn. The follower is going to go to the leader's right side. 1, 2, I step out of the way and lift my arm. The follower turns. We both anchor. Again, 1, 2, triple step, triple step. One more note. The old school generally is step, step, triple step, triple step. Some of the young people tend to go step, step, triple step, so it travels a lot more and is bigger and fuller. All right, so those are the two most important, really basic steps. The next one is called the sugar push or the push break. So what happens here is the leader sets up the follower to come in. 1, 2. Now instead of continuing back, the leader just stays in place. The follower comes toward the leader, triple, push apart, triple step. So this is a really fun move because it's very, there's the compression and then the expansion outward. One more time, leader's part of the sugar push. Step, step, triple step, triple step. One more time, ready, and back, back, compress and push, triple step. And there's all kinds of turns that come out of that and all sorts of things. Okay, so again, it's a 6 count. What's going to happen then is when it becomes an 8 count is when we rotate with our partner. So to make it an 8 count, I would go step, step, triple step, 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 triple step. Again, similar rhythm to cha-cha. Step, step, triple step, 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 triple step, if I was doing a whip. So in a whip, I would bring the follower in, step, step, triple step, 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 triple step. So I don't want to go into too much detail. I just want to show you there are quite a few steps, moves that come with that 8 count instead of the 6 count. But really trying to stay in that slot. Okay, now I will do the followers part of West Coast Swing Basic. So followers, you're anchored back on your left foot, ready to step forward as leader steps back. Step, step, triple step, triple again. step, step, triple step. This is your side pass. As I go back, I turn slightly to face the leader, step, step, triple step. But basically, I want to keep going forward until I can't go forward anymore. You want that feeling of running into your arm. Underarm turn. Step, step, triple step, triple again. Step, step, triple step, triple again. Sugar push. Sorry, I'm coming forward. So forward, forward, he stops, compress, then we go apart, triple step. This is your sugar push or push break. Step, step, triple step, triple step. When you go into the 8 counts, for instance, if you're doing a whip or a basket whip, step, step, triple step, 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 triple step. Remember the end, you should be anchoring away from your partner, feeling that sense that you're expanding the frame between you. One more time, I'm just kind of playing around with the feet, not really anything specific. Forward, forward, triple step, step, step. One more time with the counts. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So generally you will only be doing those 8 counts when it's a rotation with your partner. Okay, now we'll do it with music.